What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Kara, and we're gonna do a Dragon Quest XI run. Let's get this started. Aw, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and create a new adventure log, and we're gonna do a fresh run. The reason why I'm doing this is because a coworker of mine who I recently won this game to, cough cough, is also playing through the game, and it looks like he's having a little bit of trouble with this. So we're going to go ahead and do our own run, and we're going to kind of show him a little bit of the ropes. That way he can kind of figure out how exactly he wants to play this and see what's going on. So we're going to go through all of our settings real quick, and we're successfully created. So I will be skipping a good chunk of the story and dialogue. As we go, I will be explaining a good chunk of the story, but for time's sake, I would rather just skip a good chunk of the dialogue. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to change our equipment. So we actually start off with not only a sword, but a great sword as well. And with the great sword, we're actually able to do a higher amount of damage. So I would rather take damage over not damage. We'll also be accompanied by Sandy the dog. Hello, Sandy. And Gemma! There she is. She disappeared on me for a minute there. Like I said, I'm going to be skipping majority of the cutscenes. This is an ambush. So, the story so far is that we have just come of age and we are going to be climbing the mountain here. The reason why we're climbing the mountain is because they want us to get a amount of perspective on the world. But us being kids, we're not gonna get any perspective on this. Like, who cares? We're just gonna climb a rock, we're gonna beat the crap out of some monsters, and hopefully we're gonna survive this whole ordeal without too many issues. So, we beat the monsters, got some XP, got a little bit of gold. Not gonna talk to Gemma because Gemma's stupid. And we're gonna go over here. Bet you know this was there. That's right, free treasure. Free pot lid. If we wanted to, if we actually cared about defense, we could equip that with sword because of the shield. However, I don't care about any of that, so I'm not going to. But I will. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna go into MISC. I'm gonna go into system settings. And we have some special rewards. The only one that I really care about are the bottom two at the moment. We're going to gain a couple seeds, and we're going to get a free set of armor. And some music. But we're not going to use that. And then we're going to go into battle mode. We're going to switch to ultra fast. Ultra fast. Because we are going to be doing a lot of combat. So now we'll go into equipment. We'll do the Trodean Bandana and Trodean Togs. And we're going to do that because it's going to give us a little bit of extra defense. Then we're going to use our Seeds of Skill. We're going to use 3 of them, I believe, on the hero. And then we'll go into Character Builder. If I'm not mistaken. Perfect. And we'll get Great Sword Guard. So it's going to increase our chances of parrying. We're only going to use what we need specifically because we don't really want to waste any skill seeds. So in this game, we actually have a lot of different seeds. There are seeds for skill, which will give us skill points. There are seeds for defense, HP, everything. So this will teach us a quick little thing about how we could do priority attacks. We just get a little bit extra damage before each fight. Even though it's a minimal amount of damage, each amount helps in the long run. So we might as well just do what we can. And we'll get a couple herbs. we're just going to fight a good chunk of monsters all the way up the hill. We're going to try to get as much XP as possible now when it doesn't matter, so we can just get through the fights that do matter a little bit later. Maybe a little bit boring, but hey, that's why we chose the Great Sword for the higher damage, and that's why we went ultra fast. That way we can just slam through all of these fights, all these unnecessary murder hobo fights. So we just got our first spell, Frizz. Frizz is pretty useful. It's going to be really useful in this next upcoming fight, because this next upcoming fight is going to be against Smogs. And Smogs have a higher evasion rate than normal monsters. So physical attacks are actually going to be a little bit harder to hit. So instead, we are going to use magic attacks. And with Gemma currently hanging out with us, she's going to be giving us not only healing herbs, but small vials. So I shouldn't have to worry about any of my mana. And with Sandy there, she's going to bite all those baddies. So this should be just the quickest, easy walk in the park. So we're just going to get as much XP as possible just early on where we don't have to worry about anything. There are a couple different secrets in here that we can do if we really want to, but all we really need is just this copper ore. So copper ore is one of the materials that you're going to need early on to craft things. So that'll come a little bit later when we're actually able to craft things. However, getting all of the materials that you can early is very, very important, because you never know when or what you're going to need. So having everything as much as possible is going to be a huge boon in any of your runs. Of course, you could always just farm all of that stuff later. However, I would rather not. So I'm not going to. I'm just going to do it now. Like I said, we're just going to start off with a couple of early attacks. A little bit of magic. One smog down. And one smog stunned. Perfect. We'll use our last frizz here. If we're lucky, we'll get a single vial. Perfect. And then we'll just close out the fight with a frizz. No misses, little damage, level 3. That's how you do it. Bada bing, bada boom. Skip the dialogue because it does not matter. So in a nutshell, there was a kid here who got lost. Parent was worried at the bottom of the mountain. We saved the kid. Kid could have probably gotten down on his own. So we're not exactly a hero. However, they'll treat us like one. And who are we to disagree? Let's just be the hero for a minute. Just for a minute. But for right now, we are just some nobody. And if we're lucky, we'll be a fast nobody and get up the mountain. No monsters. Excellent. And cutscene. Cutscene over. Would you look at that? Nothing happened. It stopped raining. Crazy. Oh man, I sure wish I knew what happened there. Oh yeah, no, I do. I do know what happened there. We just became the hero. So we have a mark on our right hand that symbolizes that we are the hero, and in doing so, we actually called down a zap to shoot down an eagle that was trying to attack us for some reason, because plot reasons. We're gonna skip this. Perfect. Then we're just gonna shoot straight for our house. We don't need to listen to anybody, do anything. For any reason, none of this matters. We are just going to blast through it. Hello, Sandy. We'll go over here real quick. Climb up here. And we're just going to do a quick and easy. So we'll get a Flurry Feather. It's not really that important, but it's just a quick and easy side quest that we can do. And then we'll go in here, talk to Mom. Hello, Mom. Flirty, flirty. Not with Mom, with our little fucking girlfriend down here who we have to meet because why? Plot reasons. So, in a nutshell, we found out that we're the hero, and because we found out that we're the hero, now we have to go see the king. Because why not tell the king that we're heroes? And in doing so, we made Gemma cry, because we're bad people doing bad things even when we're the hero. Then we'll run through here. We're going to say our goodbyes. Hello, hello. Yes, I am finished saying goodbye. I said it to no one and nothing. Goodbye, townspeople. I knew you not. We now have a horse, because a horse of a horse, of course, of course. And then we're just going to run through. We'll do a couple battles on the way, but majority of the battles are going to be primarily fought against one specific enemy, who, if I'm lucky, I can just get level 4 before that. However, if I don't get level 4, that is also fine. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Ah! My horse has a fat butt, we got stuck on the bridge. Hello, I am here to fight you. So, even though we have pretty big stat number damage, we actually can't one-shot anything anymore, unfortunately. Get back here, you coward. Oh, no, we can still one-shot things. Beautiful. Beautiful! That's what level 3 gets you. However, what level 3 does not tell you is that if you run right over here, we can get a Seed of Life. So, Seed of Life is another item that is very, very useful. It increases our life total just a smidge, but every number counts. In this area, we'll learn about camping. So what camping does is it allows you to get a free heal, it allows you to save, it allows you to also craft when you're able to do so, and it will change the day and night cycle. So if you're hunting down specific monsters that only show up, I don't know, during the day, during the night, it'll let you switch out whichever one you want to be. That way you can farm more efficiently if you're looking for specific materials. These guys, however, are toadies. And toadies are your best friend because they have the highest XP yield for the lowest amount of effort. And would you look at that, level 4. They also drop toad oil, which can be not only used in crafting but also sold for a decent chunk right from the get. Would you look at that? 2 shots, 8 XP. And some toad oil. Would you look at that? Luck is shining upon us. We'll get this freshwater jug. We're going to need that a little bit later. Crafting materials are super duper important. Never forget that. Another toad oil. We are going to be rich, boys. We are going to be rich. Fighting any other enemies, though, in this area really isn't worth that much, but we're really only looking to get to level 5 anyway. So we'll just mash out 1 or 2 more fights. Does it actually tell you? Yep, okay, so 60, we need... Uh-oh, oops. Yeah, your horse can actually one-shot these guys if you're actually high enough level. So that's a nice little thing to know. But only if you're dashing. I don't care about spells. I love it when you get a free fight. Nothing makes me happier. So we're going to need about 8 more toadies, and then we can move on. Toady, toady. Toady. Look, another freebie. No one cares. Your song will be a requiem. Ooh, a double battle. These are actually really super useful because that means we get a little bit more XP and we don't have to worry about half as much. Not to mention, we also got a free turn because he also wanted to spellbind us. For whatever reason, he thought that was a great idea. And we got a free leather hat. Is it better, though? No, it is not. It is not. But we do have Gemma's Charm, which we can equip for 1 free extra defense. We'll use a medicinal herb. That way we don't die. Because even though we're close to the XP threshold, it's still not close enough. I don't want to risk any early deaths because that will set us back quite a ways at the moment. And I don't want to do that. Come on. Oh yeah, double toady, double XP, and a free turn. Oh, let's go. Ah, he knocked us down. Unfortunate. And will this do it? Nope, we need 1 more bell. Ooh, another. This, however, is not to my benefit. Because both of these guys can deal a good chunk of damage. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh! That's bad. Ah! Ah! Gonna run from that one. Because unfortunately, I forgot that we don't have any medicinal herbs in our actual item bag. And that is not good. Again, if we die right now, we didn't save anywhere. So we're going to go right back to the first autosave, which is right when we left the village. Which is not going to be fun. Having to go all the way back, all the way to get back to level 5, which now we have heal. I will use my skill points later. So we only really needed to get to level 5 to get heal. And once we have heal, we can just do whatever we need to do. Everything else is just so inconsequential. Because a good chunk of this is just going to be story. It's all story, all story, all story. Did I mention that it's all story? Because all of this, from here on, is now going to be story. For like 10 minutes. Which isn't a bad thing when you're playing through your first time. However, I've played through a bit. So we're going to enter the city. Would you look at that? It's so beautiful. I'm going to ignore it now. Welcome to Heliodor. One little thing that you should know about Heliodor is that this city specifically has a very interesting gimmick if you were paying attention. So, if you're able to see the gimmick, let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm interested to know if you know. Because I know that you know that, I know that you know that you know that, I know that I know that you know. And we all know that they're not going to let us inside. Just kidding! We were actually lying. We're inside. So we got stopped at the entrance, and they asked us whether or not we were actually the hero. They wanted us to show us proof, and what we showed them was a necklace that our grandpa left us. He actually knew King Carnelian before he died. Spoiler alert, he died. King Carnelian looked at us, said, "Hey man, you know what? Not digging you. So we're going to go ahead and just throw you in jail, because we think that because you're the hero, you caused all of the calamities by existing. So instead of actually trying to, I don't know, support the hero, we're just going to lock you in the dungeon instead." And that's where we find this character. His name is Eric. Eric is your friend. Cough, cough. Or at least the closest that you're going to get right now, since, I don't know, you're a vile villain and running away from the law. So, you know, take what you can get. However, Eric is actually one of the best characters in the game. So, you know, cough, cough. Gonna ignore that. And we're gonna run. They found us. They found the criminals. Run. Oh my god, run. See you later, Eric. I hope you don't get caught. See you later. Oh, did I run the wrong way? I did. I ran the wrong way. I'm a dummy. That's cool. See you later, alligator. Ah! And a wild crocodile.
Follow my lead.
Oh! Damn. I was on such a roll. Well, we're gonna go tactics. Nope, we aren't gonna go tactics. He's not officially in our party yet. That is unfortunate. He gets to do whatever he wants. Yay! Free turn! And let Eric soak up. Oh! And we got free pep. So pep basically just increases our damage a little bit. And it also lets us use a special move if everyone is pepped. Otherwise, it's just a damage increase and you can just enjoy it. Okay, so we kick the crap out of the guard. What an innocent man that we just destroyed. Look at that! We got caught. So we had to escape again into another little crevice. I'm just going to save here. That way, we don't have to restart. If we're going to restart, we're going to restart from a good spot. Am I right or am I right? Let's go. So, in a nutshell, we wound up destroying the bridge that we were on, and we got flushed down the sewer into this random cave, which, lo and behold, oh my god, there's a dragon. In Dragon Quest? No way.
Let's get out of here.
So we have a little chase scene. Honestly, that's it. That's all this is. It's just a little chase scene that you're kind of forced to play through. Nothing of note really happens. You run from one side to the other all the way down. And if you're bad at it, then you might trip. I love how they added the little monsters. What? What? What?
You can't be serious.
Yeah, you really can't. I'm gonna run. I honestly didn't know that you could run into the monsters here.
Come on, quickly.
Did it reset the whole thing? Oh my god, it actually reset the whole thing. That is terrible. I guess this is like one of the better resets then. Whatever. Hold on a moment. Hold on just a smidgerino. Okay, nope. Dang. No free metal monster, huh? I guess we would have died from the black dragon if we did that too, so makes sense, makes sense. However, we escaped the black dragon, and would you look at that? We got out. Yep, free save. That's fine. Free save. You know, if you actually grind all the way to level 16 before you get to this part of the story, you can actually kill the black dragon. Bet you never thought that was possible. Then we're just going to run through. Ah, yes, I am sorry. Thank you, ma'am. I'm going to skip your dialogue, and now I'm going to run outside. Skip the dialogue. Hey, would you look at that? Aw, man. Pep power. Let's go. What level is Eric? Also, how many points do I have? I have 3. Pretty sure I can do something at 5. Yep. So we're going to go into our items, and we're going to use our Seeds of Skill. Excellent. And then we use Seed of Life. Now we're tied. We'll switch Eric's dagger to the boomerang. And we'll give him... He can't use the helmet? Oh no, yeah he can. I'm just bad. Eric. And equip. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And that's about all we really need to do. Except for character builder, great sword. Boost our attack. There we go. Off to a great start. Let's go. Oh yeah, what level is he? Level 5. Let's go. Let's go. It's a me, Flaviadio. So we're gonna just do a little bit of min-maxing right now. We're gonna get some buzzberries and a flurry feather, which we forgot to do, but it doesn't matter anymore. So what we need to do is Eric wants to go and get the treasure that he got locked up for, that he stashed away before he got locked up. And if he wants to be in our party, gosh darn it, he has to finish his little quest line. So now we're in the slums of Heliodor, not that that matters. And we're going to find a specific shop. Because we need something. There it is. Hello! We need some holy water. And I guess we can give it to him. Buy a couple medicinal herbs. We'll buy 3 apiece. Give 3 to Eric. Three to Kara. And we'll get a couple antidotal herbs. Because believe it or not, these are going to be really important really soon. And I hate being caught without them. Okay, now that we have all that. Is there anything that we could actually do for weapons? Are there any better weapons that we got? Might as well just start early. Copper sword, copper chopper. I'd rather buy something else. Bronze knife, birch boomerang. Okay, so you don't matter that much. We'll just focus on all of our storyline. First we're gonna check here. Guess what? It wasn't there. Crazy. Shocker. Oh my god. So now we have to talk to a lady. And would you look at that? We talked to no one. Crazy. Let's see. Now we have to climb the lookout tower. And in doing so, we will see that that guard is right there. And then the lady will appear. Are you guys excited for the lady? I'm excited for the lady. Such an amazing lady. Hey, would you look at that? The guard doesn't fucking like us. Shoot. Aw, man. Having a guard the lower part of the city? Who will thunk it? Now we speak to the lady. Hello, lady. Well, if it isn't my favorite landlady. Ain't Ruby a peach? Lady a few words if you ask me, but, you know, I think that's just because I pressed skip. And we're going to talk to this child. This child is going to ask for a few things. Would you look at that? It's buzzberries and holy water. Crazy. And now we have a dog. Hey, did you know that people in this world don't like dogs? Crazy. See you later. And suddenly it's nighttime. For plot reasons. We're gonna go right over. Right over. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna get rid of it. And we're gonna take the shortcut. Because it's the only way to go. If you want to go to the upper parts of the city, you have to be able to break in to the upper parts of the city. And if you can't, well, I guess then you weren't worthy of being in the upper part of the city, were you? But, story-wise, the reason why we're going into the upper city is because Eric actually had a partner, and the partner wound up taking all of the money that they had and starting up a store. And doing so, Eric feels like he got betrayed by his best friend, so because of all of that, his best friend is going to help us now. Hello, best friend.
So?
And he tells us, well, the orb, yeah, that doesn't exist anymore. You're going to have to go find it yourself. He said a little nicer, though, so, you know, nice guy. Still didn't bail out his friend, though. You know, or try to do really anything that would have helped him at all. Ah, yes, we must go through the bottom. If you ain't slumming it, you ain't doing anything. But in this case, now we basically have only one real choice to go, which is basically to go find the orb. Which, if would you believe it, I think I know where it is. Just maybe. Oh, and if you notice this red door that doesn't look like it belongs in a slum, we'll get to that later. That's a special secret. But in the meantime, honestly, there's not much to do other than just run straight for the thing that we need to do. Because there's no other thing to do. So we'll run out of town, and the next area that we need to go to is called the Mangle Grove. And what does the Mangle Grove do? I will tell you. It mangles groves. Brother. We could fight enemies along the way. We'll fight some enemies along the way. We'll get a little bit of that goody good XP. So one of the best parts about having Eric early on is the fact that he has a boomerang. And the boomerang actually helps out quite a bit because it deals damage to every enemy, not just the enemy that you attack, which saves us a little bit of time. Yeah, Vodkin archers are really good in the XP department, really bad in the have to deal with it department. Because they have a special little spell called Buff, which increases their defense and makes them extremely harder to kill, and I don't appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna go tactics though now. So I prefer everyone to be on followed orders because I like having a little bit of choice. Alright, so we have pet powers on both of our characters now, and we're just gonna use one of the abilities, and we're not gonna skip it because look at that. Look at that! That's pretty awesome. If you don't appreciate that, then get the hell out of my videos. We're gonna shoot for, I don't know, maybe level 6 along the way. Just maybe. Plus it's decent XP, especially for right now. Because now we're actually at a part in the game where they increase the number of spawns in a fight. So you aren't limited to a certain amount of spawns in a fight, just like how the Bodkin archers can call in new members. However, we'll just kill the stump jump. That doesn't mean that you can just constantly sit there and farm Bodkin archers. Eventually they will stop calling in new archers. And it's better to just finish fights regardless of how much XP you want. Because eventually you will run out of resources. And it's more important just to get a little bit of XP now than a lot of XP right now and wasting a lot of time. Look at that! Level 5. Or not level 6. What am I talking about? I can't count to 6. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. He's so cute that I almost didn't kill him. Almost. Alright, and there it is, level 6. And then we're going to go to Eric, we're going to go to Boomerangs, and we're going to get the Ooze Bruiser. Even though it doesn't seem like that special of a skill right now, believe it or not, that is actually one of the better skills to have when you run into a certain area. Because if you don't have the other abilities, that one is actually pretty keen. Then we'll talk to this guy. Can't remember what he sells. Copper Chopper, a good boomerang, and some armor. Kind of want that leather armor. However, it is not the most important thing in the world. However, getting a better boomerang would be nice. So we'll see what we can sell at the moment. Nope. Sell. There we go. Sell the soldier sword, because we're not going to need that. Can't sell the cobblestone sword. However, we can sell toad oil. Like I said, toad oil, oh, so nice when you get a drop. Makes everything so much better. And we'll just sell the pot lid and the plain clothes right now, because there's nothing that you'd really need that for. Then we'll buy boomerang. So the reason why we're buying the boomerang over anything the hero can use is because the boomerang deals damage to everyone, while the sword will only deal damage to one person. So it's more important to keep Eric at a decent power level than it is that we need the hero to stay at a decent power level. On top of the hero being able to cast spells, which deal flat damage. So I shouldn't have to worry about much. Now these enemies right here are the ones that I was talking about. So bubble slimes already have a high agility, but they can also poison. So antidotal herbs, really useful. Really, really useful. You need those. I promise you, you need them. Like 1 damage doesn't seem like a lot until it's 1 damage for a long time. We're just going to get a couple fights in. We're just going to round out our XP. That way we can get as much as possible. So even though it does attack literally everyone, the damage does scale down the more people it hits. So it's more important to choose your targets when you're attacking with Eric than it is your hero. Item. Wake a Robin, that's a good item. We'll use antidotal herb here. And we'll use Eric's antidotal herb on Eric. And then we can use a little thing called Handy Heal All, which just efficiently heals everybody so I don't have to sit there choosing all of the options all of the time. Hello, Smog! Yeah, if I can help it, I would rather not fight any more bubble slimes, just because it's such a hassle. I don't want to sit there trying to heal every single poison that I get, so I would rather just not. Although I'm probably gonna get 1 or 2 tag-alongs in there. So, might as well just keep the extras for, well, extra. Hey look, free antidote herb. And did you see that little ghosty thing? That ghosty thing is super duper special. It doesn't do anything, but it looks cool. But lore-wise, it is actually pretty important. Those things are pretty unique. However, this early in the game, I'm not willing to tell you. So, you get to speculate all the way to wherever that is in the game, which I'm not going to reveal because you get to figure it out for yourself. Or maybe you just watch me play all the way through the game and you find out yourself too. One or the other. But we can't go through the normal route, so we're going to have to come all the way through this way. And wouldn't you know it, a campsite.
Look at that. A campsite.
Crazy, Eric! And in doing so, you finally unlock crafting. So we're going to look at the recipes that we got. Would you look at that? It's a sword and a dagger, both things that we don't use. However, does it just let you, can you just, yeah, you can just leave. Alright, cool. I'm not going to waste any materials on stuff that I'm not going to use. Although I could probably just sell it if I really wanted to. And we get a free heal out of it. And then we're going to talk to the dog. Hello, dog! So, just for reference, look, the bridge is fucked. I wonder how we're going to solve this issue. Maybe it's because the dog wanted to show us something. Look at that. It's a plant. Not just any plant, though. It's a plant that tells us what's going on. So in a nutshell, what it shows us is that there is a little prick of an imp somewhere in this area that decided he doesn't like the bridge. He decided to destroy it, being a little prick, and in doing so, the woodcutter decided to tell him, hey, you're a prick. So, the imp turned him into a dog, and now, to have the bridge fixed, we have to go find the imp, and in doing so, we gotta walk to a treasure chest. Look at him, he's a little prick. And he's not even a unique prick. Dang, starting off strong early with a sizz. Honestly, there's no reason to use any of your abilities this early. Because there's nothing that's going to affect him any more than what you're already doing. We are going to heal. So as important it is to deal damage, it's also important just to not die. So if you're anywhere below 20 HP, you might as well just heal. Ooh, pep power. Will we be able to get double pep? Double pep! It looks like this battle is over. We're gonna skip it this time. That was a lot of damage. And guess what, pal? You're out. Really easy fight. All you really have to do is just micromanage your health just a little bit. And as long as you do that, you'll be fine. Okay, let's see. Critical chance, don't care. We need 10 points, so that doesn't matter. And then boomerangs, we can do attack power. Oh, it needs 6. That is what we call unfortunate. See you later, you little prick. But now that we finished him off, we can actually, you know, go further in the game. We'll get a couple of kills in. So Sham Witches have the ability to cast Frizz. It deals a little bit more damage than you'd expect. But if they don't, it's just free farm. It's just free farm because all they will do is auto. And it's 15 experience per kill. So you might as well just get a couple freebies. Rather not do any of the bubble slimes though, because bubble slimes are a pain in the tuchus. And they are not free. Because if you get poisoned, well, you just got poisoned. And then you gotta deal with extra resources, and no one wants to deal with extra resources, so we'll just get the freebies. Because for this next area, there is a certain level requirement that I like to meet. So just getting a couple extra fights here and there will be pretty nice. Plus, there's also another item that I'm going to want to buy. So, getting a certain amount of gold is also important. Okay. Yep. Okay, great, 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 great. Okay, we are making it. We didn't get poisoned, boys. We didn't get poisoned at all. Let's go. That is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna ignore the rest of these guys. Nice. No bubble slime, no bubble slime. And that's another thing that they can do. They can actually just curl up in defense, and it'll take the fight a little longer. But they didn't do it, so just be grateful. We're just gonna leave. We're gonna leave while we can, because boy, I would rather leave while I'm ahead. Free fight. So, if you're wondering why I'm doing so many fights, the reason why is because I need about 600 gold-ish by the time that I get up to the next area. And we're also going to want to be around level 10. Just so that we can have as close to an easy fight as possible. Look at that. One shot, one kill. Perfection. Actually, we can make that even stronger too, because now we have the skill points, right? Yep. We're going to increase his attack while using boomerangs. So anything else like crit or accuracy isn't really going to matter that much. Like, the only thing that we need is just those raw damage numbers. Just the largest of damage. Okay, and now that we finished all that, we're able to go to the area that we weren't able to go to before, because the guard was there. And we're going to move on to the Emerald Coast. Oh, treasure chest. What it is! What it is! It is 5 Perfectionist Pearls. And you want to know what those do? Fucking basically nothing. So what a Perfectionist Pearl actually does is it helps you reroll whenever you mess up when you're doing crafting, because when you're crafting you actually get a little bit of a boost instead of just buying the gear. We'll go this rock. Oh, and we didn't go the rock? Oh, no, 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 no. It's because... Am I able to just... Am I able to just go King's Barrow? Did I just go King's Barrow? Can I just ignore cobblestone, actually? I think I can just ignore cobblestone. Huh. Yeah, okay. Well, as long as it's letting me. So these guys always group up in large amounts, and they always deal a super butt ton of damage. And I hate them for it. I respect them, but I hate them for it. Yep. And there he goes. It's okay. Eric can do all the rest. However, that still puts a little bit of a hamper on my plan. Because now, unfortunately, I have to spend money. Do I? Nope, I don't have to spend money at all. Excellent. You all. Sayonara. You buffoons. You little imp-looking buffoons. You weren't able to finish off the Hero of Time. Even though it's not The Legend of Zelda. However, they are little goblins that need to just get out of my face. So, because he died, now we're gonna have a little bit of a weird influx of level difference. But that's perfectly fine. I just need to get to a certain amount of gold and we can just continuously move forward. I'm gonna try to get through as many fights as I possibly can, as short as I can. Alright, so now, since we're level 8, we can actually go through these fights a little bit faster. As long as he hits everything, we can hit everything. Because we have Sizz. A super duper handy spell that allows us to just blast everybody with crap tons of damage. Okay, so now we got that. We should probably get a couple more fights in. Because a little bit of armor would also help us instead of just damage. Plus, we still haven't reached level 10. A little bit of pet power. Amazing. Okay. I can't remember if the goblins give the most XP or if the calamari kids give the most XP. But it's one of the two. I know calamari kids actually give better drops though. Plus they also can just dawdle around sometimes, and they deal a little bit less. So we'll just Sizz. Just get rid of all of them. Nope, calamari kids actually give more XP, so we're just gonna farm the calamari kids now. 2 stun to move, that's what I like.
Another one bites the dust.
We're just gonna jam out. Ooh, and a crab. Okay. It's probably best that we get rid of the crab ASAP. That's right. So depending on what group they are, they actually can't all be targeted by Sizz. I'm not gonna waste my pep. I'm just gonna get a quick heal off. I'm gonna just kill him like normal. And then we'll use pep later. Heal all. Okay, so now we don't have Sizz because we're out of MP. So we're just gonna blast these calamari kids with as many attacks as possible. See, this is why I love the calamari kids, because they're just so free, dude. Look at that. 2 of them basically just douched around, and then we got some free attacks. It's free XP, it's free gold. Eric got some good old levels. We got some good old jolly times. Any other calamari kids around? Calamari kid. Calamari kid. Any of them? No? Okay. Calamari kid, let's go. They also usually are in groups of 3, so it's almost always guaranteed XP. Look at that. Look at that smooth amount of XP. Do I want to use my skill points? No, thank you. Alright, we got some cotton top. We're at 832. Let's see what we can get with 832. Okay, we don't need to forge it. Actually, we could probably forge something and just sell it if we really want to. So the broadsword is going to be really important. It's going to be our first big upgrade. And then we shall see. Templar's uniform. That's expensive. I could just buy 2 pointy hats. Pointy hat. Pointy hat. Bingo bongo. Okay. And then, is there anything else that we really need? Not at the moment, I don't think. Let's see how much we could actually sell some of that stuff for. So whenever we level up, the forge levels up, and it gives us a little bit extra goodies to do. Let's see, we can make a couple of divine daggers, which we will see if we can sell those for a good chunk and maybe get a Templar's uniform. Plus it shows a little bit of what we're talking about when it comes to forging. So bashing is going to increase the bar a little bit, and you want to get it in the green area. And if we could get right into the middle of the green area, it'll actually give us a bonus. However, that doesn't matter at the moment. Ta-da! We got a Divine Dagger +1. And 2 Perfectionist Pearls. We're not going to worry about those. We're going to use the Perfectionist Pearls probably later on, but for right now we're just going to focus on getting a couple of Divine Daggers and just selling them. And if we're lucky, we might get a Critical Strike. Nope, couldn't get it. Unfortunate. But each strike that we do does lower our temperature, and each time that we lower our temperature, we get a little bit less on the bar when we hit it. So keeping an eye on your temperature is actually really important later on when you're trying to make some of the better items. But you also get different bashes too. So it helps kind of mitigate the amount of temperature that you're going to be losing per hit. There's also a chance of a critical hit, which can give you a good chance at getting the bar all the way through. Alright, and with that, we finished our 3 daggers. Now we're going to see how much we could sell those daggers for. We'll just leave that. Hello, friend. I don't want to buy, I want to sell. Sell, sell, sell. We're going to sell a equipment. 3 daggers. 330. Sounds like a fair deal to me. And then we're going to go and sell our total oil. Do we have anything else that we can really get rid of? Lamplight? Oh yeah, the bleached sunshell. There we go. That's why we killed the calamari kids, for that sweet, sweet money. And we'll go buy. Don't need that. We need Templar's uniforms. Alright. And this will basically have us be exactly where we need for a good chunk of the game now. In the beginning. In the beginning. Not just like totally through the entire game. Alright, now that that's done, just in case, we're going to do a safety save. Thank you. Excellente. We're going to continue. Because at least for this episode, I want to finish out to the first boss. Yay, we're super strong now. We're going to just avoid everyone and just run right in. ASAP. Lickety split. See you later, alligators. Great. There's nothing really here, so we're just going to skip all of it. So in a nutshell, what we could have done is we could have gone to Cobblestone, and it'll give us a little bit of a hint to where the orb is. However, I know where the orb is, so we're just going to go through. Those knights thought that they were so cool up until they fought the boss, and then the boss destroyed all their faces. What nerds. We can basically ignore all these guys. These guys don't matter. See you later, alligators. In a while, crocodiles. That doesn't matter. What's in here? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. We're just gonna keep on running. Is this important? I don't remember. We're just gonna kill these guys real quick, just in case. So we'll just attack like normal. And Sis. Bam! Fight over. Free XP. What were you? Oh. I'll remember that for next time. I forgot about that. Because I'm terrible. Where am I going? The exterior. This room down. Right? Or am I blind? I am blind. Oh no, wait. I needed the exterior. I need the exterior on this side. Because there is one thing over here that's actually kind of nice to have. If you go over here, up into the exterior of the second part, and you run to the right, there's a chest over here, which will have a strength ring, which is one of the few accessories that you're going to be able to actually get. I'm going to give it to Eric, because Eric gets to hit everybody, so any amount of strength that Eric can get, that's a plus for me. So there's one required fight in this entire area, in that we get to learn about a new mechanic introduced to the game. We're going to ignore all these. These don't matter. These don't matter. Again, these don't matter. Crazy. Right here. This monster specifically is a sparkling monster, and sparkling monsters are rideable monsters, which you're going to need to do every so often. Oh, well, we got rid of the healer ASAP, so that's fine. But look at that, we're just one-shotting everything. So beautiful. And we got a little bit of copper ore. So now we're going to run into this guy. And we're just going to pop up here. We're going to get a free seated defense. And we're going to pick up a recipe. So feathered caps are actually going to be pretty useful. Magic water. And boss fight. Oh my god, what is that? Is it a trapezoid? Is it a pyramid? No, I think it's an orb. Hello. So we're gonna get a few attacks just as... Oh, no, we're just gonna get one attack because it looks like our pet power is about to go away. So we might as well just get any free damage we can. And it's like, why not get out free 80 damage? So because we're fighting two enemies and two boss enemies at that, we might as well just keep healed anytime that we're around 30 or lower. Just because with these guys, they could actually deal a good chunk of damage in succession. And with that free pet power, we were able to get rid of one. So now we can just basically beat up this guy, just not even worry about anything. Especially on the turns that they decelerate. Because decelerate just changes the turn order, so they're a little bit faster than you. But if you're stronger, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, you could get through at level 9, as long as you're careful about it. Oh, I'm still in the robot. That's hilarious. Robot me! And we can actually use a magic spell that we learned called Evac. In doing so, we can just leave the dungeon. We could do it inside the robot, apparently. Bam! We just saved a whole bunch of time. We don't have to run through any of this. And we got the orb, which now we have to go back to his friend to go tell him that we got the orb so that he can feel a little bit better about himself selling out one of his friends. Because Dragon Quest, it's all about forgiveness. Wholesome stuff. Like sharing and caring and forgiving people for backstabbing you right to your face. Let's see. Heliodor region, Heliodor region. I think I'll go to Heliodor region. Boy, I miss my horse. Probably could have gotten him before I came over here, but, you know, not that important. Yeah, fresh jug of water. And we'll run all the way back over here, because I didn't anticipate it being that high. But yeah, never underestimate the power of crafting. If you aren't going to use it, you might as well just make them. That way you could get a little bit more money. Just start off as strong as possible. ASAP. And then we're going to go tell our hometown, hey, what's going on, bruh? King hates me. Boy, I can't wait to see all my friends and family who I know are perfectly fine. Cool. Cool. Boy, town seems pretty interesting right now for some reason. I wonder what it is. Hi, Mom. What do you mean you don't know who I am? That's silly. Well, I guess I'll go see if I can find Gemma. Hi, Gemma. You're not the real Gemma. Child Gemma! Now Child Gemma is going to show us where we could find Child Me. Just kidding. See you later, Gemma. I don't need you. I don't need your help. I don't need your sarcastic comments. All I need is to find me. And people say it's hard to find yourself.
Hey, Grandad, can I borrow your ladder?
That's how I sound. For context, this is the only cutscene that I'm actually going to play even a little bit of, because this is how I sound.
Scarf off and now it's stuck up a tree.
I hate that. I'm going to skip it. Okay, so now I'm all finished with all this, and they basically told me, hey, Granddad knows exactly what you are. You're the hero. We're just going to fucking bury this little thing for you over here. And that's why I checked the triangular rock not that long ago. Skip. And look at that. The entire town is destroyed. Crazy. It's almost as if the king hates you and he sends goons to go do his bidding. So if you go over here, amidst all the rubble and all the chaos, you can go over into this area. You could have done this earlier if you really wanted to, but I chose to just wait until I was in this area to begin with. You can break some stuff. And get a seed of agility. It's the only thing that mattered in here. And we're fine. Mom? Mom? Oh. 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 Mom! No! Oh my god. I'm just gonna loot some houses. Cool. That'll make me feel better when Mom's gone. Boy, I sure hope that I remember what to do in this situation when all of this stuff is just completely destroyed. At least I still have you, horse. Okay, back to the Emerald Coast. Yeah, get out of here, slime. We don't need you. We're level 9 now. And so your grandpa tells you, hey, you know that weird triangular rock? I put something there for you. What could it be now? 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 That's right.
Letters, huh?
It's letters. You did all that for letters. Do you feel proud of yourself? Do you feel proud of yourself at all now? Because I don't. Now we head for the door of departure. See that? All the way at the end? That's why you get the horse. No horse? Every problem. One horse? No problem. It's actually pretty interesting too, because right here, this is the funniest piece of plot I've ever seen in my life. They make you get off the horse. Wait for it. If I played the cutscene, you'd know those eagles are actually really funny in being here. I'm gonna play this just because it's so funny. Hey look, the king sent his men. And would you look at that, it's the special snowflake.
Did you really think you would escape me, Darkspawn?
Kinda.
Damn it, they found us.
They said, damn. Ooh. In a Dragon Quest, they said, damn.
Well, don't just stand there.
Crazy! We just got off my horse and we found 2 other horses just randomly around here, filled with equipment that allowed us to ride them easier when we had my horse. Crazy. You know, just saying. No, not new horse.
Now, seize him. Here, take my...
Aw yeah, friendship. Get ready.
Quickly, the keystone.
Get ready. Yeah, that's right. That's right, magic door.
You shall not escape me, Darkspawn.
You know what the best part about all that was, though? Snowflake had one too, and he didn't shoot it earlier when he clearly had the opportunity to knock out the other horse. He easily could have just knocked out both horses, forced them to run, and they wouldn't have been able to run fast enough to get to the door on their own. See you later, Snowflake.
game has not even begun.
The game has begun because we're playing you like a fiddle. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the first episode. I hope you guys liked it, and if you want, you can stay tuned for the next episode. I will see you guys later.